Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living Wednesday live session. Another 15 minutes to go for the day's close. On the whole, it's been a quiet day. After many days, we are getting one quiet day in the market. This is the Nifty chart. You can see here has been in the sideways since morning. Opens with a green candle in the morning with the low of 19,400 and within the second candle makes a high of 19,484. Since then, which means since morning 9:45 to now 3:15, it has travelled within the range of 19,484 to 19,400. It's only now towards the end is when it is climbing back towards the day's high, currently trading at 19,474. Yesterday's high at 19,500 might become a decisive high, might become a critical high if another 1 or 2 days Nifty spends below 19,500. Then we can conclude the top in this ferocious rally has been put in place. So watch out for two things in the next coming days, that 19,500 stays and next couple of days Nifty also spends in a narrow range or a small downtrend or whatever, but doesn't breach 19,500. If 19,500 is not taken out in next couple of days, then we can be little convinced that whatever the pullback rally that we are seeing from March, this is the story of not all-time highs. This is the story of not what happened after taking out December high. In fact, even before the December high was taken out, the rally had already resumed in the month of March. By March end, the pullback had started from the lows of 16,866, and from there on a continuous pullback has happened and has taken out December high, which was the previous all-time high, and now has made a new top at 19,500. Now if we have to say if this will be the top for at least next coming couple of weeks or months, then to begin with, first it has to spend couple of more days below the recent high that it has made, which is now stands at 19,500. Looks like the momentum is once again on the upside. It is now taking out day's high at 19,484, has made a new high at 19,485. it is 3:15. Probably today itself, even if it crosses, it's not much away now, it's just about 15 points away from the all-time high, from yesterday's high, from this week's high or this month's high. So it won't be a surprise if once again a new high is made today itself. But today if it fails to make a new high, then watch out for two things. One, does 19,500 hold good, and two, if it is holding good, is it making by not crossing that high in next couple of days. So that is with respect to Nifty, almost back to day's highs and very close to the all-time high once again. It is anybody's game. We all know it is in a very good bull market. We are in a very robust bull market. There are no nearby sell levels, there are no nearby reversals, and the only game that is there in the market to be played is on the long side. Depending on the time frame, depending on your risk appetite, you have to just be on the long. This has become purely long only market. But where do you enter, when do you enter, which counters do you enter, at what levels do you enter, will differentiate you and the rest of the market participants. So just because it is a long only market, we cannot just go and blindly buy some stock at some levels. So be cognizant of those aspects also at any given point in time, whether you are in a bull market or a bear market. One thing what you need to understand is markets are always in some kind of a trend, either they are in a uptrend or in a bull or in a downtrend in any time frame. In an intraday, either they are in an uptrend or a downtrend, and sometimes as in the sideways, or sometimes they are in the outranges, which is having a big volatility. These in ranges and out ranges in the markets are quite few. They are not a very regular phenomena. But what is regular phenomena in the markets are like, either they are in the uptrend or in the downtrend. In fact, based on my past observation, I would say markets trend almost 70% of the times. Markets are in some kind of a trend, in the sense they are either in the clear uptrend or clear downtrend, and yes, remaining 30% of the time they are little bit on the sideways or highly volatile markets. But for that, we know, like, about 70% of the time there are clear trends established in the market, and based on those clear trends you need to identify where is the next entry level, which means, like, where is the next breakout, which will happen to be a trend continuation, where is the next pullback, which again happens to be, like, on the same side of the trend, and where is the next reversal. That also matters. So you should be devising a system which can identify and prepare yourself for the things that are happening in the market. Coming to Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty is not making much grounds today. Opens at around 45,480. From there on comes down in the very first candle itself and makes a low at 45,200. And large part of the day it has traded in the sideways on the lower side of the day's band. In between it made a new low at 45,175, but then on the whole, if you see, it is not any significant level for us to trade either on the pullback or as reversal. So what you can see here today is it is within yesterday's range. In the Bank Nifty also, yesterday's high is a significant one. Watch out for 45,747 on the futures chart. That would be the top if Bank Nifty also spends couple of days below that level. So even in Bank Nifty, the level to watch out for is 45,747 on Bank Nifty and 19,500 on Nifty. These two could become the next all-time high, the next yearly high, the monthly high, weekly high, and of course for short term, even for intraday, it can be a valid high for next couple of days. So nothing much other than that. It has been a quiet day. Both Nifty as well as Bank Nifty have been, like, taking a breather. This is not exhaustion. This is definitely not exhaustion, because you can see here Nifty towards the end it is closing well. At least Bank Nifty is not showing that kind of a sign, but when it comes to Nifty, we can very clearly say after sideways movement throughout the day, towards the end it has once again taken momentum on the upside, and this 19,500 may not be the high for the immediate future. Probably early tomorrow we might see one more new high being put on the charts. Anyway, be cognizant of all the levels that are getting formed on the charts and take your positions according to your setup, keeping in mind these important levels that are happening on a daily basis. Now that both Nifty and Bank Nifty and also Sensex are in uncharted territory, which means any breakout, there are no levels to discuss until unless it stops, until unless it moves into sideways, or until unless it starts coming down. We cannot talk of any levels other than the one-sided scenario that it has established. So for now, markets are in good up move. The only trade that is there is on the long side, either on the breakout or on the pullback. But for now, on any time frame, whether it is intraday or BTST or on the swing or on the weekly basis, the reversal levels are still quite far off. So there is no question of selling anytime soon. Just wait for a right entry levels on the long side and trade accordingly. So that's it from my side. Let us all get ready for tomorrow's expiring. Until then, Om Swasti.